Get off me! Get off me, damn it! Oh, God! What is wrong with you?
I just want to fucking kill somebody.
Jesus Christ! How do you even know how to kill somebody?
I read it in a crime book, okay?
Give me the fucking gun! Oh my, what are you, fucking crazy? Are you sadistic, crazy guy? What are you, out for revenge? God.
Well, I thought you were the guy that killed a family member of mine.
No! No!
Oh, I forgot you were my friend Seth. I just had this image that you killed one of my family members.
Holy... Calm down, okay? You don't go all like, you know...
Well, do you know the guy that killed one of my family members?
No!
Oh, okay.
Calm down, goddammit. Jesus Christ, holy shit. Fucking, like, goddamn fucking Charles Bronson, Liam Neeson motherfucker here. Jesus. Settle down. Holy fuck. You know what? You know what? How about we decide to take out our anger and our aggression by talking about the latest Liam Neeson movie?
Okay, I guess we'll do that.
We'll do that?
If you behave, you know, and I might still choke you at the end, just to let you know.
I'll try to behave. I'll try to behave. We are going to talk about Cold Pursuit, the latest Liam Neeson action movie. Now, picture this, okay? Picture this. Bob and I are in the movie theaters last year, January of last year.
Mm-hmm.
We are seeing The Commuter, that last Liam Neeson action movie.
Mm-hmm.
It got a lot of press because Liam Neeson says, I'm not going to do any more action films. After this is my last one because, you know, I'm getting too old. I can't do action really like I used to back in the day, and, you know, I want to do other things. Okay, cool. We saw The Commuter. It's an okay movie. It's not great. Then suddenly, up comes a trailer for Cold Pursuit, and I'm like, what a lying motherfucker, because clearly he's doing action again.
Well, that's all he knows.
He's done dramatic work.
He does, but I mean, his creme de la creme, as you say, is action. I mean, that's his moneymaker. That's where people go to see him for his action. They've known him for Taken. There's other movies.
It's basically Taken.
Taken. People know him for Taken.
People know him for Taken.
I mean, that's where he got his fame. I mean, he was famous before that in his own right, but people know him for Taken 1, Taken 2, Taken 3. That's where that's what they see Liam Neeson. They see this as this guy that is, you know, can kill. He's a good killer. And
the interesting thing about it is, like, so it's like watching the trailer. I was interested in the trailer because I like it. It felt like it was going to be a mix of action plus a little bit of comedic, kind of funny tones to it. So I was definitely interested. I mean, where do you want to start with Cold Pursuit, sir?
Well, just to say, the start of the movie is his son was killed.
Yes, it's in the trailer.
It's in the trailer, so we're not spoiling. His son was killed. And as you see in the trailer, he's out for revenge because, you know, they're telling him, oh, your son died of, you know, a drug overdose, which is in the trailer. And he doesn't believe that. He doesn't want to believe that. He says that my son wasn't a druggie, which is also in the trailer. Yeah. I was watching the trailer today, so this is not a spoiler. They say that. He doesn't want to believe that. No father does. So he's out for revenge. He wants to say what really happened and go after the people.
Yeah.
And it basically shows in the movie, and the show's in the trailer too. Every time somebody's killed, it's almost like a Godfather sequence. They show, boom, killed, boom, killed, boom, killed, they show. And so it's showing all the people he kills, and he goes up the ladder. And then it gets into a different storyline where it shows, like, there's Indians in the movie, and there's a turf war between, it's like a kill for kill, basically.
Well, basically, Liam Neeson plays Nels Coxman, which is one hell of a name, and he drives a snowplow. Basically, he's been driving a snowplow, you know, for many years, you know, and he gets the Citizen of the Year award and everything, and he's, you know, everybody's really friendly. His son dies, and he's confused, doesn't know what's going on, and there's another kid who ended up escaping what happened, goes to him and says, oh my God, I'm sorry that this happened, I gotta get out of here, and he finds information on how to find these other people who killed his son. And it goes from there. You know, The action is not bad in the movie. It's not bad, man. I mean, Liam Neeson, he's not, you know, taken, you know, I've got a certain set of skills guy. He's somebody who really, you know, I mean, it's in the movie. He gets tuckered out. He gets tired, you know, I mean.
Yeah, there's a point in the movie where he has to take a break.
He's literally beating the shit out of somebody. He's like, man, oh man, I gotta take a break here. And, you know, he's tired. The action is not bad. It's not like crazy Liam Neeson action, but it's a lot more gunfighting. It's a lot more like that. But it's not like gunfighting like John Wick or anything like that either. So it's very tame for the action, but it's not bad. As far as like the comedy, there's comedic tones in that. It's kind of like
dark comedy.
It's dark comedy with like the deaths and everything, because as you said, somebody will die and it'll be like Godfather style where their name and everything like that, and it'll have like a cross and everything like that. So it's a joking in that way. But it's a little awkward comedy too. It sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, I think. And you know, there's a really funny moment in the film, I will admit, where he does go to John Forsythe, who plays his brother in the film, and he says, what the fuck is with all these things? Vikings, Speedo, Santa Claus, what the fuck is that? Well, it's a mob thing, you know. What was your name? Wingman.
Well, oh, you just gave away a spoiler. That wasn't in the trailer.
No, it is.
Oh,
it is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it is. It is a wingman. So, I mean, it was kind of a thing there, but I like that kind of stuff where the nicknames and there's certain joking moments where it works. That was one of them. As far as like the acting is concerned, I mean, Liam Neeson's okay. He's not bad.
I don't think it was one of his best films.
No, I don't think it's one of his best films at all. Absolutely not.
I've seen him act.
Absolutely not.
Much better.
Much better. I've seen him much better. Absolutely much better, man. Much better.
I say his brother was pretty good in the film. Forsythe, you said?
John Forsythe. Yeah,
I thought he was pretty good. I thought the acting was good on that part. The wife in the film, Liam Neeson, she wasn't.
Laura Dern.
She was only in it a very short period. I thought she was pretty good. I think the acting, there was chemistry. I'm not going to say there wasn't.
Yeah.
I felt like too quiet at times, you know?
What do you mean by too quiet?
It's like there was a lot of silent periods, a lot of pauses, which I guess is the dramatic effect.
Yeah, I guess.
I just wish there was a little bit more talking, a lot less silence. I mean, the whole end of the movie, you know, which we're not going to say, remember where it was just silent in the truck? Nothing was said.
Yes.
We're watching this for 10 minutes, and it's nothing.
Yeah,
that annoyed the hell out of me.
Yeah,
I was like, not one word. I don't know, it was like...
Damn, okay.
Like, seriously, we don't need this extra 10 minutes. And that's one thing I'm going to say. The plot, I will say this before, is very convoluted. What I mean by convoluted, it goes into too many different stories.
I think that's the main problem with the movie. Like I said, I think the action's okay. I think the comedy melds pretty well with the action. It's just the plot, man, and the plot is just all over the place because it's like you have the revenge plot with Liam Neeson. So that's one. Then you have the whole mob and their thing. That's two. Then you have the turf war between the Indians and the mob. That's three. Then you have the whole thing with his wife. That's four. Then you have the whole thing with these two guys, which we won't spoil too much. That's another plot element there. Then the whole thing with just the Indians themselves, not even including the turf war thing. That's another thing on top of it. And then that doesn't even include the kid as well. There's so many fucking plot elements in here, man.
Would you say a good word to describe it as opaque?
Opaque or just like...
Because opaque basically means it's all over the place.
Well, yeah, opaque or like completely just crowded, man. Just really crowded.
You know what I like to describe the movie? Discombobulated.
Okay, I mean, that works,
meaning
man.
where it's just all over the place, very discombobulated.
It's all over the place, and the problem is, I think you and I left the theater, and we're thinking to ourselves, like, damn, you could have cut out over half of these fucking plots. And here's another problem, and you and I also got frustrated for this. A lot of these plot elements, they don't get resolved at the end of the movie, man.
That's what I said. You really can't have a sequel to this movie. It's not a type of movie you make a sequel. But at the end, it's like they left so much shit unresolved.
God, man. There
was just no resolution in most of these storylines. That's what I don't like. If you're going to create a story, create resolution.
You got to create resolution. You got to do something, man. There's stuff. And also, here's another thing. You know, we were talking quickly about the acting, but here's something that I didn't like. You know, if you really think about the movie, there's not a lot of emotion. Because when Liam Neeson's son is killed and they're like looking at the body, Liam Neeson didn't he didn't cry or anything. He didn't feel very emotionless. Very emotionless. Even like the young son of the mobster, he just, I'm gonna sleep in the guy who kidnaps me the bed. I'm gonna ride in the fucking weird shit where it's like it just made no sense to me.
It was unrealistic because if you're a kidnapped kid and somebody just kidnaps you, and you're not gonna sleep in the kidnapper's bed, and they try to explain that.
They try to.
Remember what the kid said?
What did the kid say? What is
syndrome? Remember he talked about syndrome?
Oh yes, he did. He did talk about the syndrome.
We're not going to say it, but that's how he tried to explain his behavior. Oh my God. And that doesn't happen after one day. That happens after months.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. But I mean, even that, and there's even the other plotline that I didn't even think of with the mob guy's ex-wife. That's another plot element. Like the ex-wife who wants custody of the child.
Oh yes.
Jesus, man, I'm just thinking. They're coming to me more now. I'm like, oh my God, man, there's just a shitload of them.
And the big thing, the kid was a big part of the movie. You don't know what happens to him at the end of the movie.
You don't know what happens to the kid. You don't know what happens to the ex-wife. You don't know what happens to Liam Neeson's wife. You don't know what happens to the Indian mob boss. You technically don't even know what happens to Liam Neeson at the end of the movie either. Like, this is just like, it just hangs in the air. Like, it ends, and there's just like this scene where they're just driving along, very happy, and leaving.
Don't spoil it.
I won't spoil it, but I'm just like thinking to myself, I'm just thinking like, there's so many dead bodies by where the guy works. Don't you think he might be a suspect? Where the fuck,
no, they showed that in the trailer where he's pushing bodies in the river, remember?
Well, no, I mean at the end, where there's like so many bodies where he works.
Yeah, the cops are there, and it's like, let's just...
And the cops don't even give two fucks. It's like...
remember the cop in the movie? There was a story between the cops.
Yes,
remember?
Oh my God, there's another plot element.
Where the cop, she's talking to the guy,
my fucking
Kurt from the FBI, and he's basically giving her details about the people.
Shit.
That wasn't resolved either, remember?
Jesus Christ, you're right, man.
There's about 10 stories that were unresolved.
Oh my God, man. This is like unsolved mysteries here and shit. Like, goodness gracious.
Well, I think that was the point of the movie. They made it like that on purpose.
Holy fuck, man. It was ridiculous. But, my thing about it is, like, again, the action's not bad. There's a little bit of blood, a little bit of gore here. The comedy melds in it pretty well. But at the end of the day, though, you know what, man? It's one of the lesser Liam Neeson action films. But it's not like his worst. Because there's been some pretty bad ones. I mean, this is not worse. But Liam Neeson did do an interview where he says that this is going to be his last action movie. I'll fucking believe it when I see it. Oh, okay.
I have to say this is I'd have to say this is not a good, compared to most of his movies. This is on low. I said out of his top 10 movies, this would probably be number 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. This is probably number 2.
This is on the low end, man. Yeah. This is on the low end, and it's a real shame because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie, like, I thought the trailers looked fun, man.
Well, remember, I wanted to go. Like, I'll tell you this. I was sick with the sinus infection.
Yeah.
And I was okay, it's not contagious. I told Seth, I want to go see this movie. I said, I'm not that sick. I don't have the flu. I was so excited. Now, normally, any other movie, I would say, oh, fuck it, I have a sinus infection. I'm going to stay home, get better. I was like, no, I'm seeing this movie. So I was sick, not feeling good, and I still saw this movie.
Yeah, you know what, man? To me, I'm not going to lie, like, I like I said, the trailer with the blue oyster call playing and everything, and like he's killing people, and
it looked good.
It looked fun. It looked fun, and you know what? I will admit this: when you're watching the movie, a lot of these sort of plot holes and things like this that you think of, they don't come to you when you're watching the movie. You're having fun watching it. You're laughing.
But then after the movie, it's like, what the hell happened? There's nothing got resolved.
Everything just floods into your mind like, what happened with this? What happened with that? Why did this happen? Why are these useless characters here? Like, there's so much stuff that just, once your brain starts to turn back on, is when you really start to, like, you know, think of all the shit. But I will say this much, though. When you're watching the movie, you're just having a good time watching it. I mean, I guess that's a plus. I mean, is there any other thoughts that you have for this movie, man?
Mm-mm.
I mean, what are your final thoughts and grade rating on
the final thoughts? I would say, because the movie, as I'm using 3 words to describe it: discombobulated, opaque, and just all over the place.
Yeah.
Because of that, the plot, I really, as I said, there was so many unresolved issues. The acting, so-so, not one of his best. I'd have to give this movie a C-. This is a movie I'd say you don't have to see the movies. This is the type of movie I'd say you can wait until it comes out on DVD. You can wait until it comes on Netflix, or wait until it comes on, you know, Amazon Prime or something. It's not a movie you really have to see the movies. I'd have to give it a C-.
I'm gonna say, you know what, look, I mean, I think this is better than The Commuter was. Even though I kind of like The Commuter, I think this is a little more fun than The Commuter was. I think it's a little bit better than a movie like Unknown that he was in a few years ago. Again, taking it such a high standard, and everything that
that's why I gave it the grade I did.
Well, yeah, everything else that he's done after that has just been really, like, on the low end. And it's unfortunate. Look, I do hope this is his last action movie, because really, this movie kind of proves that he can still do action, but he's not on the level of a Bronson. He's not on the level of some of these other people from back in the day.
Too old.
I think he's too old, and I think he really needs to do something else, maybe like
Shakespeare.
Or Sesame Street, something like that. Who the fuck knows? But to me, man, I agree with you. I think this is on the low end. I'm actually gonna say I liked it a tiny bit more, just very, very little bit. I'm gonna give it a low C.
Okay, so I gave it less than you.
Less than me, but still not great of a
Do you think
movie.
it's worth seeing the movie, to be honest?
I think it's more of a renting. I think it's more of a rent it,
So
not really seeing it. I would agree there. But, you know, I will say this much, though, man. You know, hey, you're more fit than Liam Neeson, so you can definitely do it. And I actually want to be honest with you, though, because I really feel bad. My conscience is weighing on me. I actually do know. Okay. Wait. Oh, shit. Oh, guys, guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, please let us know what you think of Cold Pursuit. Somebody fucking call 911, please. And we'll be back next time for another movie review. Please don't kill me, please.
You get a break.
Oh God, you had me going there for a second. Oh my God, this fucking guy. Yeah, I'm never giving you any guns or weapons ever again. Jeez. Take care, guys.